You know, guys, I'm starting to make the conclusion that I very well might have the best subscribers that I've ever seen on any YouTube channel, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Today we're going to be checking out one of your guys' guitars. This guitar is not mine, it's one of your guys'. Today we're checking out the Schecter C-1 FRS Apocalypse guitar, and oh, is it beautiful. I can't wait to show you guys. Let's get into it. So what's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. I'm very excited because today is a bit of a humbling experience. Today is the second time that one of you guys, one of my supporters, one of my friends here on YouTube has sent their own personal guitar to my location and has given me the ability and the privilege to check out their own personal stuff and do an official demo. This Schecter belongs to a gentleman named Tim. I'm going to put a video that he wanted me to plug for him as a way to say thank you for sending this guitar. It's down below in the description. Go check it out. It's some heavy stuff. It's pretty cool, man. You guys will dig it. It's like very Cannibal Corpse-y, kind of like, you know, old school, like, you know, I won't geek out anymore. You guys will like it. Just go check it out, man. Tell him Ray sent you. And because of him, we have this guitar. According to Sweetwater.com, we have a Schecter C-1 FRS Apocalypse in the red rain finish. The specs on this guitar is 24 frets, maple and babinga neck, swamp ash body, polyester finish, 1500 series Floyd Rose locking tremolo system, Schecter Apocalypse pickup in the bridge, and the Sustainiac in the neck. So this guitar is in D standard, alright? Very dime bag of you there, Tim. I'm digging it. D standard is something I'm not very familiar with, so it allowed me to create in a more unique way, something that you guys aren't necessarily familiar with. For the demo song, for the rhythm stuff, I'm using my Orange Rock Reverb 50 Mark II, and then the lead and the ambient clean stuff that I use with the Sustainiac is the almighty luscious Plini plugin by Neural DSP. So I'll give you guys the demo song, and then we'll come back and I'll give you some isolated guitars, and then after that we'll talk about the positives and the negatives of the Schecter Apocalypse, and my overall summary of this awesome looking red rain guitar. Without further ado, guys and girls, here's the demo song. Alright guys, sounds pretty good, right? Sounds pretty heavy, sounds like something you would expect from Schecter, right? But to give you guys some more context of the guitar, I'm going to give you the isolated rhythm and lead stuff with that track you just heard, alright? So here is the isolated guitars. Alright, isolated guitars out of the way, full on demo mixes out of the way. Now let's talk about the positives and the negatives of this guitar. So guys, if you guys have seen my Schecter demos in the past, you guys know that I really don't ever have anything negative to say about Schecter. There are a few mixed talking points about this guitar, meaning there's not necessarily a positive nor a negative. It's kind of a personal preference, but I'd like to talk about them. First up is the Schecter USA Apocalypse pickups. Now these pickups, as you heard in the isolated guitar tracks, at least I think you guys heard this, there's not a lot of low end, and that's not necessarily a bad thing because when you're mixing a guitar, you're going to cut out a lot of the low end anyway. But this guitar really does not have any low end at all, and that could be attributed to the Floyd Rose route out as well as the pickups, but I'm not really sure exactly what the deal is with this guitar, but there is almost zero low end and it's a lot of mid-range and high end. I mean, the guitar is a mid-range instrument, I understand that, but like you still want a little bit of lows, right? A little bit of chugginess. Is that a word? Chugginess? Anyway, there's just really not a lot of low end in this guitar, and I think it's because of the pickups, because when I played the Evil Twin and the other C1 that I played last year, there's a little bit more low end. So I think it's really just attributed to the route out of the Floyd Rose and the pickups. And the other mix I wanted to talk about is the weight balance on this guitar. And I think it's because of the Floyd Rose route out again, but this guitar unfortunately was a little bit neck heavy, and that's something I'm not really too familiar with the Schecter line. Usually they're pretty well balanced, but with this guitar in particular, I don't know if it's just a one-off deal or what, but it is a little bit neck heavy, so just be advised that if you're trying to play live, you might have to put some weights on the actual body to counter the neck dive. But other than that, it's really not that big of a deal. It's just a little different, you know what I mean? A little bit different of a feel than what I'm used to with Schecter stuff. Alright, now let's get to the fun stuff, the positives. The biggest positive I could say about this guitar is a very superficial one, but this finish is so beautiful, man. Like, look at that. I'll try to get it on my ring light as best as I can. Look at that finish. Beautiful finish on this guitar. Amazing looking guitar. This guitar looks like the Gary Holt ESP USA finish with like the lava. I think he called it like coagulated blood. But you know what I'm talking about? You guys have seen that. The guitar is beautiful, right? This guitar almost has that exact same finish, and it is gorgeous, man. It is the video does not do it justice, man. This is like an in-person thing that you have to see. I love how this guitar looks, and that is the biggest positive of this guitar. Another positive is the tuning. The 1500 series Floyd Rose never lets me down, especially with the Schecter stuff. Again, like my Keith Merrow has the 1500 series Floyd Rose, and it just never goes out of tune. It showed up in tune, stayed in tune the whole time I was playing it. I just love the 1500 series Floyd Rose because it feels rock solid, and it doesn't feel like the strings are ever slipping, and like you don't have to worry about it. You know what I mean? To continue with the Floyd Rose system and just the playability in general, this guitar had zero fight in it, which is, again, just refreshing, man. Schecter kills it with that. I never feel like I'm fighting the damn thing to try to get some lead stuff out of it. It just always just plays so effortlessly, and it holds down the rhythm as well. You know, sometimes when you have a good lead guitar, it doesn't really do rhythm stuff well, especially when you have a floating tremolo. But for whatever reason, man, Schecter just nails that, where it plays awesome rhythm stuff, awesome lead stuff, and you don't have to fight the damn thing to get some good articulation and expression out of the guitar. And lastly, we go with one more, man, stainless steel frets. Now, I did not find on the Sweetwater or the Musician's Friend spec sheet about the stainless steel frets. I said it on the unboxing. I thought for sure this guitar had stainless steel frets, but then upon looking at Sweetwater and Musician's Friend, it did not indicate that. So I thought I had made a mistake, but then I went on Schecter's actual website, and yes, they are 24 extra jumbo stainless steel frets. And I knew that was the case because I could tell just by the way the strings interacted with the frets, and it's just a breeze to play, man. It feels so awesome, so effortless. Beautiful, beautiful. And one last positive, Tim set it up great, man. This guitar had zero fret buzz, and this could be attributed to Schecter as well, but Tim just did a great job, man. I mean, the Floyd Rose is completely flush with the body. No buzzing whatsoever. Just amazing guitar. One of the best Schecters I've ever played, and I'm thinking about doing, if I have time, if Tim will let me, if he'll let me do a shootout between my Evil Twin and this Apocalypse, because I think my community of subscribers, some of the best on the internet. I really believe that. I think they'd really appreciate an Evil Twin versus Apocalypse shootout. But all in all, guys, man, extremely thankful, extremely humbled. Just what a privilege to have great subscribers that will send me their own personal stuff, give their stuff to me just to have it on vacation for a while. It's really cool, man. I'm really just thankful. Thank you guys. Seriously. Thanks, Tim. So all in all, guys, what did you guys think of the tones? What did you guys think of the guitar? If you guys have ever had the privilege of playing a Schecter, in the production line. I think you guys know what I'm talking about, and it really has spiked my interest. Maybe I should save up and get a USA Schecter. So guys, if you're brand new to my channel, thank you so much for watching to this point in time in this video. All my social media links and albums and EPs and everything that is affiliated with me is down below. I sincerely appreciate you guys watching this video. Stay metal, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Later.